Patch 6 brought in a legendary action for Karnis the Drider, the Drow Spider. And the earliest I think you can fight him is if you come from the mountain pass from Kreshilek. You get greeted by this goblin brawler. The goblin thinks you are a true soul. And we can head down to the cages here. I quite like doing this first because it means that you can get the pixie blessing from the very beginning of Act 2. So you don't need to worry too much about the shadow curse. Kansif greets you.
True soul, an honor. Did you bring the lyre? Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
So we play. Thankfully, my bard is quite good at this.
I hear them, Your Majesty, calling us.
I will get into the combat soon, but before we do, let's just have a look at the legendary action ahead of time. Once per round, when a spindle web fanatic is killed, Karnis can use a legendary action to possibly deal 6d10 psychic damage and silence the attacker. That's very strong, so if he kills one of his allies nearby, one, you'll take a heck load of psychic damage, and secondly, you might be silenced, which is pretty annoying. There is also something else that happens which isn't shown here, so let's just get into the combat. Oh, I think I'm going to start off with a lovely fireball here, actually. So this here is very powerful. Let's have that up. Spindleweb Fanaticism. Karnis will try and use Spindleweb Sanctuary on themselves. You can counterspell it. It is a level 4 spell though. I'm not going to counterspell it because I just want to show you its effects. So while you're nearby Karnis, the Spindleweb Fanaticism, in fact we have Spindleweb Skepticism, sorry. You've got a -4 to your armor class while we're nearby. So I can't harm Karnis because he is under the effect of Sanctuary. If you want to get rid of that, provoke an opportunity attack from him, which does deal psychic damage to everyone nearby. I would say having an elixir of psychic resistance would be a good thing here. I'm not going to get Lae'zel to kill one of these. She's already on a low enough hit points as it is. So I'll get my bard to suffer the effects of this, hopefully. Doesn't say any of these have the Spindleweb Fanaticism, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Right, Slashing Flourish. That'll kill that one outright. Yeah, they weren't close enough. What I'll do is try and get Kansif closer. So he's a Spindleweb Fanatic now, which is exactly what I needed. So I'm really, really hoping... can I make this more likely to work? Let's add some poison. So, there we are. There's the Fanatical Retaliation, or Fanatic Retaliation. He is now silenced, which is okay because he has his Slashing Flourishes and did 60-10 damage. So this is a legendary action. It's quite similar to Draw Ragslin in that any allies of Karnis close to him are the ones that will be affected. So if you kill these enemies while they're further away, you don't need to suffer this.
Stay focused.
What you can do, but I won't be able to show this round, is you can throw people out of the range, if you're strong enough at least. The legendary action is back now. This time do you know what, I'll use my level 4 spell slot. Cancelled. Ooh, can't throw the orc, but I can throw the goblin away. See, now I don't really want to kill Betty, because if I do, he's a Spindleweb Fanatic. Lae'zel's going to take 6d10 psychic damage. So actually, I'm just going to go after Karnis. Now, thankfully, Karnis doesn't have any legendary resistances. And now that I've made him bleeding, if this hits... Oh, I actually want to make the chance better than that if possible. Let's stick some acid down first. So we're going to try this. There we are, stuns. This should now mean you can kill them without worrying about the legendary action. In terms of saving throws, Karnis isn't actually proficient in any of the saving throws. And There we have it. Once you got rid of the allies, it's not so bad. Whenever it's, you know, 5, 6 against 1, even 4 against 1, it's almost never going to go in the favour of the person who's only got 1 action per round. What we can do then is pick up the Moon Lantern, and if you didn't know, if you free the Pixie, you get protection against the Shadow Curse. Just going to release the Pixie, ask if she can help with the Shadow Curse, and then you'll find you've got the Pixie Blessing and you don't have to worry about the Shadow Curse any longer, right from the beginning of Act 2. Let me know your tips for dealing with Karness, because I'm sure I didn't cover everything there. This was just my casual way of getting through it. Thank you very much for watching, thank you to all the members of my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.